Okay. Oh man. Why does it keep skipping download? Download paused. Is it out of space? Am I out of space on my computer? This is terrifying. Okay, let's just uninstall this. It's fine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Unpack. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's unpacking. Okay, it just didn't have hard drive space. Hopefully it doesn't run out again. All right. This is it. This is potentially the greatest city builder of all time. Potentially. I also heard the performance is terrible, but my RTX 4090 will be the judge of that. I actually game on a 4K monitor, which I know, sacrilege, but I'm slightly nervous that due to that, this performance is going to be awful. City Skylines performs great for me, unironically, not on the CPU side, but it performs great on the GPU side, so I'm very confused. How can you afford this? Are you criminal? No, I have a full-time job on top of YouTube as a software developer. It's the life. We're so close, guys. 36 gigabytes. A 4090 runs 30 FPS on 1440p. No, don't say that. Don't say that. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. Don't worry. We'll get to 3 population before it starts crashing. How could they optimize it so poorly? Blah, blah, blah. They didn't need to improve the graphics. We would have been fine. Fine with the same graphics. City Skylines never had bad graphics. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they would do this. It just seems silly. They should have just left the graphics the same. I mean, it's still Unity. They could have just left it as it was and then just built the gameplay. No? I am of the firm belief that a sequel of a game should not perform worse than the original. See Kerbal Space Program 2 as another topic of discussion. There is always room to optimize things you've made in the past. Programmers can always make things more efficient to support the additional load of new features. As a programmer, I am confident of this. And yes, I've done shader programming and I've done game development programming. So before someone goes, it's a different kind of program. No. There's still no excuse for poor performance. Unless you are, look, there are games like Universe Sandbox where they're legitimately simulating, like, you know, n-body gravitational problems, and not even get on there but about bad performance at times. Sometimes Universe Sandbox does have performance that I don't think is acceptable, but they're always working on it. And man, they called themselves early access. This City Skylines 2 is releasing as a full game at full game price, okay? Look, I'd be fine with them releasing poorly optimized and feature-lacking things if they didn't charge $60 for it and turned you into a playtester. You're doing free labor for them. That's the compromise. You know, if your game performs poorly or is missing features, charge half. I almost say less than half, but at least half. $30. $30 early access. You are testing this for them. We're all happy, okay? But the fact that game companies now put out pretty much unoptimized trash that's missing features make you pay $60 to $70? Guys. Look, I have to buy the game because it's my job to show you the game. But please consider not pre-ordering games when these things happen, right? But part of my job here is to show you guys how it performs. Before you guys buy the game. We'll see how it holds up. And keep in mind, I have a Ryzen 5950X. That's like the second best processor you're going to get behind the 7950X. And an RTX 4090. That is pretty much almost the best CPU you can get. And the best GPU you can get. So if we run into problems here, there's no upgrade path. I literally cannot upgrade. You can't even sly. I can't even stick a second graphics card in there. There's literally a cap here. My computer has the fastest possible graphics. So if this performs poorly on the GPU, no excuse. None. None. None, 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 none. Let's get into it now that the conversation about performance is over. Let's agree to this EULA, which I'm sure is just great for my information and privacy. And let's play. All right. We gotta allow access to my network. Now, I know I ranted a little bit there, but I am very excited for this game still. Okay? I am still very excited for the game, even if I have a bad feeling it's going to perform terribly. Both can be true. Oh, God, even the... That was a little... That was a little weird. My entire computer froze for a moment. Oh, we got music, we got stuff. Okay, I'm like... I was like disappearing into the screen a little bit, so give me a moment to... We're gonna just Oh, jeez. It's got that weird full screen thing where when you click off, it like breaks everything. I hate this in games. Please make your full screen not painful. Kingdom Come Deliverance does this as well. Kingdom Come Deliverance, when you click off the game and click back onto the game, it takes like a full minute, and then there's like bugs and you have to restart the game. Some games have figured this out, okay? How to not break everything when you minimize and reduce. Oh, no, 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 no! What is the... Oh, that's gotta be like 30 FPS in the menu screen. How? There's nothing there! Guys, this is not looking good. I need an FPS counter, but I don't know if you can see through YouTube, but this is legitimately gotta be like 30. Yeah, I'm comparing to my other screen without City Skylines on it. I'm gonna hope that this is... Oh, it's actually balanced. Okay, one second. I'm hoping that I'm just being limited. I hope there's an FPS limiter in here, because there's no way that just a piece of UX. Oh no, it really is. And it has VSync on. Oh, guys, this is unacceptable. It's like 20 FPS in the menu. I haven't even gotten into the game. Did you see the animation? Look at the buttons. Look at how the buttons are. Oh my god. I am so scared now. Hi, sir, we're in the menu. Do you think that the graphical options are applying to the menu buttons? Oh, jeez, look at those animations. This is going to be... I think it's a PSU issue. I have a 1500 watt PSU. Oh, okay, this is performing a little bit better. This is performing a slight amount better, this screen. I really do not know why the buttons... And look at this animation. Do you see that? Do you see that animation? How stuttery it is. Like, we do not have a city load. This is where people are like, there's no way to optimize it. The game has a whole city in it. No! Look at this! There's no city loaded! How do they... This kills me because people will defend this and it's like, no, if the title screen, the first thing you see is laggy as hell, they put zero effort into optimizing the... Okay, listen to when I click the escape button and when it actually goes away, because it's going to be really loud. Here, I'm going to put it next to it. Ready? That is like 3 seconds of delay. Okay. Anyways, let's get into the actual game. I'm sorry. With Kerbal Space Program 2, I was also the negative Nancy. I know. I'm always negative, but it's because the standards are getting so low. And I love City Skylines. I've made so many videos on City Skylines, hundreds. It really exploded my channel. So what I was really hoping was I'd load this game and we'd be off playing already. But this is a warning sign. All right. I like this island right here. I'm a huge fan of this one, Barrier Island. I think that this is going to be our next city. Let's select the map and see how it goes. City name! All right. City name, what are we going to do? I think we have to do something with Vooper in it. We gotta follow the trend that we set so long ago. Oh, Saint Vooperis. I like that. Does that make sense? Are there cities that start with Saint? I guess that's fine. Saint Vooperis. All right. All right. Oh, I guess it does sound a little bit. That's fine. All right. Start game. Thank you for showing me I know nothing about city names, guys. Now keep in mind, my actual computer, do you see how smooth my camera is? This would be lagging too if it were my CPU. This camera is being done with the encoder into a streaming card, which is then CPU. So if we get into CPU bound issues, you should see this degrade as well. Maybe not, depending on how the operating system works. Oh god. Okay, camera controls. We already know the camera. Oh no! No! It's so bad. Oh my god, there isn't even a city. I don't even think I'm on top. I don't even think I'm on the top quality. Guys, this is not playable. Okay, maybe if you're used to laggy consoles, it's playable, but this is not good. This is really, really, really not good. And it's got nothing. There's nothing in the city. Oh my god. It feels, this is equivalent to like when you hit 100,000 population in normal City Skylines. Like, I do not know how they did this. I literally do not know how they managed to do this. But let's do a few things. First off, we're going to turn AA off, which should help. It did not really help, and it looks significantly worse. Oh, no. Okay. Dynamic resolution, we're going to enable. When can we have... Okay, we're going to set it to medium. A little bit better. Still some weird stuttering, though. Do you see that stutter? Like, the actual base FPS isn't too bad, but the lows are still stuttery. But this is better. This is playable now. And then someone said turn off VSync. I'll try it, but that introduces tearing, and I'm not a huge fan of tearing. Yeah, no, that tears so much. It's fine. Okay. Screen resolution. Is it even running at 4K? Okay, this isn't bad. Okay, on medium does look a lot worse though, not gonna lie. The difference between the quality on medium and high is pretty huge. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell, but yeah, that's pretty substantial, the difference in the lighting model and stuff. Okay, we're here to play City Skylines, not to complain. Oh, the LOD pop-in too. That was pretty rough. Okay, we're gonna actually play. We're going to get started with St. Vooperia. Are you guys prepared for this? I think we're actually going to start the video here because I don't want all of that me complaining about performance to be in the video. I'll probably still complain though. All right. Oh, but I can't start the stupid video because the... Oh... It does the thing. It does the stupid. Oh, that's so frustrating. I hate it when games cannot full screen and stuff without dying. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We're ready now. Hello and welcome everyone to St. Vooperia, which is going to be the greatest city ever made if I can figure out how to make this game run properly. Not going to lie, the performance is the performance is pretty atrocious. And we don't even have a city down yet. Reminder, I'm running a 4090. I can't run it at high, the game. It literally is too stuttery, and that's the fastest graphics card you can literally buy. So that's a problem. All right, how do I get roads? How to build a city. Road basics. City exists around roads. Europeans are very offended right now. Okay. I don't think I have to learn how to play City Skylines, but... Oh, look at the road look at how the lanes do the thing. That's nice. So you can go off of either bit of the road. That's pretty cool. And it looks like the angles and the crosswalks, that's all a huge improvement. So I'm very glad about that. All right, 2-lane road is a basic road. We already know that. We already know this stuff. We already probably, I'm just gonna check this off. Can I not? Do I have to go through? I think I have to go through this. Okay. So we have access to a road. There are roundabouts, and from what I've seen, they're easier to make. So let's see if it's true. From what I saw online, you can like do this. Okay, what? Okay, from what I saw online, what I was meaning to say, you can like turn any intersection into a roundabout by clicking a thing. Maybe not though. Yeah, roundabouts. Converts your road into a roundabout. But we have to unlock it apparently. Okay. Alright, zoning. We already know how to zone things. Okay. I probably should have just disabled the tutorial and figured this out myself, but I figured if I missed something, you guys would be really mad at me. Something that I read online is that you no longer have to worry about electricity and stuff in the beginning of the game. You can just import it from outside of your city, which is really neat. Hey, removing zones. Yep, we already know how to do that. Rezoning, condemned buildings. Yep, okay, zoning commercial. All right. So on the other side here, we'll put some commercial. All right, what does it want me to do next? Electricity department. We apologize for the disturbance in power distribution, but capacity is not up to demands. Well, that's probably true. Okay. We're experiencing some problems with water pressure at the moment. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have water. Okay, how do I fix that? I'm assuming it's gonna tell me, but is it gonna wait? Okay, the building animation seems to be a little bit more lackluster than in City Skylines 1. Although the crane does look better. I won't lie, that's a good looking crane. Why is it taking so... I guess it takes a lot longer to build in this one. Okay, zoning industrial. It's fine. Let's go ahead and make an industrial wasteland. We'll make it over, okay, there is a little bit of awkwardness with these road tools. Just a little bit. They're better. They are better than City Skylines 1, but there is something feels odd. Something feels off. But I'm sure that's something that they'll fix. I may just not be used to it. Okay, so industrial. Okay. Yep. All right, now we have our industrial zoned. Are you going to have me... Okay, yeah, electricity's next up. Zoning demand. Oh, consumer apparel. We opened up. Brilliant. Very cool. Except there's nobody. There's nobody to go there. What will we do? Spike should drain the ocean. I am very interested in the water physics. I may play around with the water physics in a personal save in a little bit. Okay, electricity. We can generate, yep. We can build a coal power plant, yep. Wow, it's massive. Look at how large it is in this one. Holy moly. I could have imported it as well. Wow, that thing's massive. I really love that. Thank you, Justin, for gifting the membership. Highly appreciated. Oh, and I went to Fallout. How cute. When a power plant is placed next to the road, the transformer begins feeding low voltage electric grid. So you have to use power lines and stuff, and that's something I actually saw online, that you have to actually worry about stepping down the power now, which I love. That's great. So basically you need these high voltage lines, and these high voltage lines then go to transformers, which step it down to low voltage for your actual cities and stuff, which is realistic. I really am a huge fan of that. And we can put a transformer station down like here. And now it's going to step it down to the road. And people have electricity now, and it looks like the roads now carry electricity. Not just through the buildings, but through the actual roads themselves, so that's interesting. Okay, and then electricity view, electricity flowing. Low amounts of electricity are shown as short bars. As the electricity flow increases, the bars grow longer. Electric cables are only able to do so much. Okay, so then you have to worry about stepping down the power and getting more high voltage over. Okay, very cool. I like this. I do like this. This gets a thumbs up from the Spike Viper. I like the more in-depth power system. That's cool. Now let's see the water system. I have a feeling it's going to be similar to the old one.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home.
Oh, crazy.
So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another...
Hopefully I don't get copyright struck.
Tonight we are doing a musical tour of Italia. Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
This guy is exactly what I'd expect. Groundwater pumping station. Okay, we've got a pumping station. Which I wonder if it can even get enough electricity all the way over there, but good enough. The roads now handle water. Would you look at that? You no longer have to place down 8,000 pipes. Which I'm going to say is another win, because it was kind of done before. Just a little bit. Cool, and I'm assuming we also have to worry about sewage. Yes, we do. God, I can't wait to just dump it into the ocean. Sewage pipes are in the roads. Oh, yay, another thing that's actually included in the roads. Woo! Okay, sewage. Boom. And then I have to connect it to pipe. I need pipe. Pipe. There we go. Okay. Now the pipe goes here. Oh, I don't have to power it this time? Yo! Electricity free. Oh my, yeah, I cannot believe it. Wow. Guys, we've begun pouring poop into the ocean again. Yay. Okay, so we've got the basics down. I'm assuming everything else is going to be very similar. Oh god, the stuttering! It's so bad. It's so bad. It's yeah, and the animation for the sewage pipe does look pretty terrible. Not gonna lie, that effect is rough. As I said before, there is no excusing the performance of this game. It is trash. Even on the main menu before you load in a city, it's terrible. We went over it earlier in the stream. You guys won't see it in the video, but trust me. I am not happy with them pushing this at full price with the current performance. But I want to play the game and see how the rest of it compares. Alright, so let's see the roundabout. So I can just plop the roundabout into the intersection and it turns it into a roundabout. It's really that easy now, and it means that you don't have to do a ton of really painful stuff, right? Development trees are things now, milestones. I mean, a lot of this is really similar to Old City Skylines. All right, so, oh, and look at that Z fighting on that roundabout. Like, this is just the kind of stuff like that should not, in the LODs and stuff. Graphically, this is a mess. This game, if you're really zoomed out, I've seen a lot of pictures on Reddit and stuff. If you're really zoomed out, this does look better than City Skylines 1. But the moment you zoom in, it does not look very good, okay? All right, so we have a hearse problem. Sounds like we need to have a death care. Oh, the stuttering too, and there's like nothing in this city. Oh my god, that death care right there dropped my FPS by like 50%. How many polygons are on the cemetery? No, this is insane. Do you see how slow it is now? Oh, or it was only when it was in the building mode. Now it's fine. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. I am concerned. I am concerned about this performance. It's not pretty. Road tools, very nice. I'm a huge fan of these road tools. They're a lot easier to... I said they felt wacky, but it's because that it's like the grid is different now on how it works, but it also makes it way easier to align it to stuff. So I understand why they did it the way they did. Like, they get a pass. It makes sense. However, I'm never going to give them a pass on the performance because it's just awful. It's just bad. And this is probably why they don't give me early access to things, because they know I'll be mean. They knew Spike Viper was going to be critical. I'm sorry, all the other YouTubers who got early access to this and didn't rip them a new one for the performance were being somewhat dishonest. I watched their videos and they went, yeah, performance is a little rough, but this isn't a little rough. This is unacceptable. This is... Having this stuttering and stuff on a 4090, and I had to turn down the settings. I can't even do high on a 4090. And the city was literally empty. It's rough, guys. It's rough. Is it overwhelmingly negative on Steam already? Oh, that's rough. That's the thing. Like, if I was running my 3090, this probably wouldn't run at all. Only because my 3090 died do we even have a chance to really play this at something that looks good. And that's unacceptable at the price. But this gives me an advantage because you guys can just watch my channel instead of playing it yourselves on your poor PCs. Okay? You can just watch me play it because I have a computer that can almost handle it. I mean, it does look good. It's a good looking game, except for the graphical issues that occasionally occur. But man, the performance. What a joke. They knew too. There's no way they didn't know it was unacceptable. This is another example of developers just not caring. They know that the name of the company, the name of the brand, the property itself, you know, they know people will buy City Skylines 2 because it's City Skylines 2. But they really don't care about, you know, you and the quality they're actually providing. They just care about the fact that, oh, they have this property, they have to get it out. And I'm sorry, people keep saying, don't blame developers. But after the whole Kerbal Space Program 2 thing happened, I started to think, and I think even more strongly now, yes, blame developers. Look, I am a software developer. At my job, when the software is not good enough to ship, part of my job is telling the CEO and the CTO and the project manager, this isn't good enough. No. People are too afraid to call out their management, and that is their fault. I get it. Maybe you're afraid to get fired, but you gotta grow a backbone. You cannot allow bad products to be shipped to your users. I'm sorry. I know we don't like to blame devs, but I know the majority of the blame goes, as it should, to the company, Paradox, and the managers that rushed it out, but the devs still should not allow this. Whether it's Kerbal Space Program or City Skylines, the devs know better. They know what the players want, and they know how to optimize code. They know how long it'll take, and they should have refused. They should have refused to release it in this state. Because it really, it's just bad for everyone. At least it's not buggy. That is true. We haven't run into any bugs yet. Things like the intersections and stuff have worked beautifully. The building tools really are improved. They are. I need to experience the economy and stuff to really be able to speak on the balancing of the game. Apparently it's supposed to be more balanced now, a little bit harder. Actually have to worry about managing your city, but I can't speak on that yet because we haven't gotten that far. And one of the things that I'm very excited for is that you can have buildings larger than the 4x4s. the buildings were way too small in City Skylines 1. They didn't really feel like a downtown city. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this does. We're gonna see. I mean, we have it running well enough now. I'm still getting those really frustrating spikes where my input, my keyboard and stuff will freeze for a moment. That is not me. That is the game. But St. Vooperia is growing, and it's growing pretty rapidly. I also feel this game feels slow. And not slow like FPS. It feels like the actual time scale of the game is slowed down. Like, look at the time. I don't know, maybe it's the same, but it feels slower. It could be because there's no actual animation on these buildings being built, which is terrible. Please bring back animations of the buildings being built. This is really good looking cranes, guys, but I really care more about the animation of actually seeing the buildings rise up. And apparently bikes aren't a thing yet, which is another disappointing thing. It's like, how? It's a city game. No bikes? Okay, we need garbage man. Yeah, when things are in preview mode, it's so laggy. Like, this lags so... Do you see that? Do you... You can see that, right? I hope you can see how laggy that is. It's not that bad after you actually place it down, but in preview mode, it just performs awful. And I don't know why, because it should just be like adding transparency to it. I don't see why it would lag the graphics that badly when it's in preview mode. It's odd. Very odd. Add new oh, you have to actually set the size. Okay, that's kind of neat. That's neat. I'll give it to them. That's cool. You have to actually set the size of the landfill. Here's an issue. You can put the landfill into the ocean. I'm not going to, but you can. I don't think that should be possible. Maybe it should. Wait, how do I mark it as done? Oh, do I have to close it? Okay. Okay. I see. I see. That's cool. I'll give them that. This is pretty darn cool. I like this. You can put... I think that's intentional. I don't know. I don't know if that's intentional that you can put the landfill into the water. That would be kind of odd, but maybe it is intentional. I couldn't tell you.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts.
What?
We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events.
What?
This has been a local public service announcement.
What do you mean
Local
blackouts?
authorities are urging
Where?
the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water
Where?
shortage. Consider installing
What water
a low-flush
shortage?
toilet. Cut back on
What are you
watering the
talking
lawn,
about?
and
Our
shower
water
with a friend
availability is
whenever
huge.
possible. This has been a local public service announcement.
We have a huge surplus.
What kind of future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well, I'll say the
What are you talking about, woman?
Here on Second Move,
Is it because we had
move
an
forward
issue a
unless
while
we
ago?
keep
That
our
seems pretty
eyes steadily
disjointed.
trained on
Like, I
what's
fixed the
behind.
problems and now they're complaining on the radio about it. How dare
A
they?
housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda.
There's like-
But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor.
Okay,
So a
so
housing
I
shortage is
like
bad for the people
the
trying to move
radio.
here, right?
It's pretty
Humans
cool.
are programmed to desire certain representations
But
with an ideological reward
It is a little odd that
entirely apart from the
it
actual
waits until after the
reward
song
itself.
to do the news, which means you
Same
may have
purpose
solved
in
the
a
problem.
Right, one final question, Professor.
But it is
the
funny.
housing shortage
You give them a
going to make
pass.
me
It's at least
richer?
immersive.
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical interaction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
Okay, so we have our income, which
Local
actually is
stargazers
broken
are
down
in for a
really
real
well.
treat tonight, as the aurora
And our
borealis is
expenses,
expected
which
to light
are
up the night sky.
That's right.
also
Jimmy.
broken
Don't
down
forget
really
to
well.
look up this evening.
Actually, I'd like to
Promise
see
it's
this
to be
broken down
well
further into
received.
different services. That's not super useful. Let's look at taxation. All right, so residential, and then I should be able to break it down by density. What? What kind of revisionist hell is this? I can only tax people based on how educated they are? That seems really regressive. It's not based on density? Who made this change? Not even on their wealth? Why is it based on education? That doesn't make any sense. There's no government in the world that taxes people based on how highly educated they are. That is so odd. Who came up with this? I'm sorry. This probably, out of all the issues with this game, is probably really small beans, but it's just silly. Their system before worked fine. This just doesn't even make sense. Why would you want to tax one because they're higher earners? You do know in the real world that, like, more educated people can still have very low paying jobs depending on what they're doing. I learn to read or economically drown. Okay, guys, let's get educated so that you can pay more in taxes, because I have a feeling that's how it's supposed to work. Like, I get what you guys are saying, that, like, you should tax more if they don't bother getting educated, but I'm pretty sure the intent is the opposite. I think that they're basically saying, like, the higher class people are more educated, but that's still, why wouldn't you just break people down into demographics by earnings and just have the more rich people in the more rich areas? It doesn't make sense to do it by education to me. It's weird. I know a lot of rich people who aren't very smart, and a lot of dumb people, a lot of dumb people with a lot of money, and I know a lot of really smart people who don't make much at all. Okay, so we have a school, we've got a city. I don't know, these houses feel the plots feel very rectangular. They all have fences. As an American, yes, I'm used to seeing houses fenced in like this, especially in Texas, but, like, it's kind of jarring. City Skylines 1, the houses kind of blend together more. The lot lines are not this rectangular. Am I crazy? Do you guys agree? This just looks very rectangular to me compared to CS1. Maybe it's because it's bigger. Maybe it's because these are, like, bigger plots than in the first game, but it feels very, like, everyone has a fence. Everyone. None of the lots blend into each other at all. It's kind of jarring. And before people are like, you can fix this with mods, I just want to say, I'm not paying for mods. I'm paying for the game. So I expect things to make sense and look good in the game before there's mods. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the lot lines. I think they look very awkward. Alright, we're just gonna do more low density over here. I don't think we have, like, any demand, though, because it's all commercial and industrial demand. People want jobs. People want gerbs! I want gerbs! I know, I should have 0 expectations before mods. I'm also very concerned about them moving away from the Steam Workshop. That, especially announcing it so soon before the game was released, This is the company that sells 82,000 DLCs per game that should be a part of the actual game, though. So I'm not gonna say that Paradox has ever really been friendly to consumers. This is why they won't give me early access to their stuff. I'm so critical. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. You know, this is the same thing with Valor. I'm building a platform to be as user-centric as possible. I really believe in making software for the users, and I think companies like Paradox are so practiced at wringing out every dollar that they can, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating because they had something really, really good, a lot of trust in the community, and I feel like with this, it's gonna slide a little bit, not gonna lie. And I know, it looks fine right now, but guys, the performance is incredibly ugh. Like, we cannot pretend it's okay. Okay? We're not defending the millionaires. We're not defending the billion-dollar corporations here. That's not what my channel exists to do. If you want people to give you milquetoast criticism about, oh, it's a little laggy, then go somewhere else. I'm gonna say it as it is. Also, this water looks bad. I don't know what it is about this water, but it has way too much noise in the waves. I don't know. This looks kind of like some, like, fractal, like, almost like hair. It's like stringy. Like, this looks really bad. Please change the water shader to what you were using before. Close up, it doesn't look bad. This is fine. This, it still looks a little pixelated. I don't know. So the water just does not. The water just really does not look good. Zoomed out, it looks fine. Okay, at the max zoom, that looks fine. That's fine. But like, this looks not good. Like, it looks way too sharp. I think that's it. Like, the sharpness is at like 9,000. It's like those TVs you see in the display room. It is really odd looking. It's Japanese censored filter on it. You are right. When you zoom in, it really does. Like, you can actually pick out. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like the water shading. I don't like the water shading. Now, before you all are on my butt and are like, Spike, do you like anything about City Skylines? Yes! I've already said many things they did well. The electricity is great, okay? I like the substations, fantastic. This is something that I've been hoping for a while. Water being in the roads, thank you! The road building tools, fantastic. Being able to just plop, just plop. Watch this. So this is extremely satisfying. Oh. Here's an intersection. Oh, now it's a roundabout. That is amazing. The roundabout itself, like, glitching out and looking. Oh, this one didn't. This one looks fine. What about? Is the other one fine too now? Oh, they fixed themselves, guys. They fixed themselves. Whatever graphical artifacting was going on, it's now gone. But like, let me ask a question. Do you see how detailed each stone is in this? Seriously. This is going to sound like the biggest, the stupidest criticism of all time, but do you see how detailed this is? Like, every brick is extremely detailed. Now look at this truck. Compare the detail. Compare it. Look at the truck, and now look at the bricks, zoomed in. Look at the truck, look at the bricks. These are two completely different levels of detail. I would almost say that these bricks are way, way overdone. If you're going to have the rest of the game look like this light pole, why does this roundabout have like all the detail in the world. This is probably why their performance is so bad, because random assets in the game, which you're gonna view from this far away most of the time. Most of the time you're out here. Who zooms in on the roundabout? Like, it looks great, guys. It looks great. I think it looks fantastic, but I'm asking the question, why make this look this good if that truck looks like that? There's literally no texture on the truck. And then we have like 4K textures on, and the motorcycle is floating. We're ignoring the floating motorcycle. Look. Again, it's not that I'm trying to be an asshole here. I'm really not. But the priorities, it seems like multiple teams were working on this game, especially in the art direction, and you've got things like this sign, which are extremely detailed, extremely high resolution, looks great, and then you have something like the the cars. They look like they're straight out of Blender with like no material thought into it whatsoever. It looks so default material. There's no texture at all, and it's like, it's really jarring. Like, what is this? Do you see this blur? This is supposed to be an arrow. It's loaded into the wrong level of detail. It's a blur. There's 4 pixels. In this one too. But then, guy, look at the levels of detail. Look at how that pops in. Come on. Come on! Look at that! Is that acceptable? Look at the detail on this sign. Look at this 4K, perfectly clear. I can't see a single pixel on it logo, which is... And then, look at this arrow! Oh, it's fixed now. Oh, now it's broken again. Why does it get better when I zoom out? It's okay, so like, okay. I literally just discovered like a bug. It is basing the LODs off of like the center of the model. So if I'm in the center of the model with the camera here, they're all super high quality. But if I move the camera like out of the center, no, it's not. Let's unload it. If the camera isn't in the center of the model, wait, maybe not. No, because these, look, okay, I literally have no explanation. I give up. It looks like shit. And these shadows, what is going on with these? They're dancing, the shadows are dancing. I'm sorry, this is bad. This model here is bad. I don't know, maybe it's just that model. No, it's everything, look over here. It's the same thing. What is going on with the road arrows?
Before we dive into our next
what is this? Why are they so broken? Oh my god. Okay, back to playing the game. I'm sorry. I had to stop and make fun of that. That's just awful. So bad. Okay, new commercial sector.
Finally, then savoring the vivacious
the triangle and the squiggly boy.
Raise the curtain and
oh man,
local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight.
I just
as the aurora borealis is expected
look at the
to light
trees.
up the night sky.
That's right, Jimmy.
Oh my god, why are the trees so detailed? This is so overkill.
And on to our main feature
the difference in detail between different assets is insane in this game. Why would you put so much into the trees and then the roads and cars just look... And I know what you're going to say, there's more cars. There's a lot of cars, they move around a lot. But guys, there's also a lot of roads and there's a lot of arrows on the roads. And why does it take for... That still looks awful. That still looks awful. Like, what is this? The center line looks fine. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep ranting. It's just like seeing an old friend, and it's like no respect was given. No respect was given to this game. A new signature building. No respect was given to City Skylines. Whoever did the road tools, though, thank you. You may actually be single-handedly making the game worth it just because of how amazing the intersection is. Like, seriously, the intersections are great. I can't complain that the cars are smooth. Whoever did, like, the anything related to traffic, great. Very nice. What does the red mean? Oh, residential suitability. Ah. Wait, why is the suitability terrible over here? Oh, city services. Okay. There's bad services. All right. Row housing, medium. Okay, so you can choose more specifically. That's kind of neat. I like that. There's more options for different kinds of density. I won't complain about that. That is cool. The row housing does look a little uninspired. What is with these gaps? Oh, they just haven't built yet. Huh, interesting. Just need more density. More density, bros. Just try more density. Get some density from the density store. Yeah, no bugs. No bugs so far, but I'd argue that this level of performance is just a giant bug. More density, bros. I mean, no, this looks good. If you just park the camera somewhere and look at it, yes. Minus the water, it does look better than City Skylines. It does. Our budget is still, like, upside down. We have a signature building, which should improve its surroundings. All right, we're gonna plop it right here, in between these ones. Whoa, cool, now this one's, like, really hip. Oh, I can only have one. Oh, +3 well-being within a distance. That's cool. All right. So, fire and rescue, probably important. Let's put a fire department down. And let's put a police station down. All right, very nice. So, like, yes, you can build a city, and it's been night for so long. Yeah, no, they definitely slowed down the pace of the game. Like, this is very, very slow. The chirper has also improved. However, it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna be honest. When it was, like, up here in the center and, like, kind of gray and blended in, it was a lot less annoying. With big white boxes popping out into the screen, this is kind of distracting. I'm not a huge fan of the new chirper. It's too bright, honestly. These should be, like, gray boxes to be a lot less annoying. It kind of burns the eye. Although it is neat that you can click on people, see all about them. I saw this in the dev notes and stuff. And this is all stuff that we've been asking for, so that's cool. And you can actually see where they live, their level. But honestly, that's not why I play City Skylines. I play City Skylines to build big cities fast. And the reason that City Skylines 1 got annoying was because when I hit almost 1 million population in New Vooperia, the game just broke down. The performance was awful, and I had to restart. And there were a lot of memories in that city, and I didn't want to restart, but the game just could not handle it. So I was really hoping that City Skylines 2 would be City Skylines, except I'd be able to build bigger and better. And that's not it. This is not going to scale. It's already struggling. And we are at not even 2,000 population. And I'm on medium settings now, with a 4090. Oh, we can do areas now. It's just for industry, though, I think. Alright, guys. Alright. People begin dying more than usual. Probably because we have 0 healthcare availability. The American way. I'll put some healthcare right here. Boom. Alright, so. Oh look, pedestrians. I haven't seen many of those yet. Are they terrifying? I heard that there's like a way to go into first-person camera mode. Oh! Photo mode, there we go. Alright. Oh, the wow, no! No! The Uncanny Valley, you should have just kept them as blobs! Who did this? Who thought this was a good idea? No! Oh my god. No! No! Oh, jeez. Guys. Paradox. Why are you giving performance to this? They look awful. They look so bad. I'd rather them just be blobs. I'd seriously rather them just be blobs. It would be less terrifying. What? This guy, do not allow this man around your children. Do not. He's got the mustache. What? You do not trust this man around your children. Trust me. Is it just me? Or this guy's face looks very flat. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is. Oh man, the faces. I can't believe they gave. I cannot believe that they gave my performance to that. I cannot believe they gave the performance in the game. They dedicated textures and polygons to that, guys. Oh, man. Look, you should have just used placeholder graphics on all this stuff that was just not necessary, like the people. Focus on making the city parts, like, I don't know, the roads look good and have the high quality. And then if there was performance left over, increase the detail on the people. You know, the people in Cities Skylines 1 were never a complaint of anyone, ever. I never once looked at the people and was like, oh god, that's terrible. No, they were just stylized. Like, seeing them all in a stadium was fine. Seeing them rushing into the bunker when there was a disaster and there were hundreds. I don't even know if this game would be able to handle thousands of people running into a bunker because they, for some reason, styled. Man, I am so concerned. So concerned with the state of this game right now. The priorities. I think the priorities were just completely backwards. The UI is really good. I'll give them that. The UI has been really good. I think it's a lot slicker, looks a lot more modern than City Skylines. So they get +1 for the UI. I do really like the UI. Low rent, small affordable apartments, lower tax. Yeah, but you want... Oh, a rock musician mansion. Let's go. I still haven't balanced the budget, but it seems like the game is set to give you money at each, every time you hit a milestone, you get so much money, it doesn't even matter if you're making money. As long as the city is growing. A little odd. Public transportation, parks. I mean, it's all stuff we would expect. I don't know. It's just... Okay, looking at this, right, there's some things that look great. The clouds look great, but everything else just looks so sharp. Like someone pushed the contrast up to like 11. It's like they tried so hard to make it look realistic that, like, look at the lights and stuff down here. It just looks, I don't know, noisy. Some people will really like the style. I know other games that have this style. I just don't think it has the charm of the original City Skyline. I don't know. It just kind of blends together, the shapes. And I know part of this is anti-aliasing not being on highest settings, but like I can't put anti-aliasing up on the highest settings because my house will burn down. So I don't know if that's my problem. It sounds more like the game's problem at that point.
Advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're tuned in to Second Moon, the channel where the classics.
Okay, so you have to choose one side of the road you want to upgrade.
The commercial district is booming.
I am not a fan of that.
Bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood.
I am not a huge fan of that. I know. It has to use a third. It has to use a third square. So the idea is that by shifting it to the right or to the left, it stays with the grid. But look what it does to my poor roundabout. I'd almost rather have an option to make it do it in the center rather than the right or left.
Road maintenance
maybe there is.
Have already been dispatched.
Maybe there is.
Should return to normal. But if you're planning
oh, there we go.
Out,
okay.
You might want to
Okay. So you can. You
already know about it.
All right.
No use reminding
so you have to click off of this. Thank you. I guess we'll just move. We'll just move the roundabout later. Oh, that was the wrong road. Whoops. Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out. That was me. I'll admit it. That one was on me. That is one Spike Viper L right there. I did too quickly judge, but I figured it out. The sewers could use an upgrade. Are we really having sewage problems? What? See, this is confusing. Why are you complaining? The power keeps going out. This is ridiculous. Okay, so this is part of the substation thing, I think. I have to... No, it looks like everything's getting power. Is it over here? Where are they complaining? Where are the bubbles? Where are the bubbles to tell me where the complaints are? No bubbles equals no complaints in my mind. There needs to be bubbles. I think these are just wrong. I think the chirper is messing up. Okay, this person is complaining about waiting for a hearse. But like... What? Oh. Yeah, that looks terrible. That looks really, really bad. So, City Skylines, in its infinite amazingness, never handled this great. But I kind of preferred it kind of bending the actual building a little bit to making this like straight cliff Looks a little odd to me. Let's see how the terraforming goes. That's an important, Ah! Okay. Well, guess that was the wrong thing. Okay, this is level. Why would that be level? Confusing. Oh, soften is what I wanted, not level. Okay, there we go. Okay. Getting the hang. Getting the hang. Apparently it's now free. Terrain moving is now just free. Now, I hate that. I'm gonna be honest, I hate that. I hope it's made into an optional thing. Because maybe it is. I didn't see the option though, so I'm gonna plead ignorance here. I don't know how disasters will work if I can just build a giant dirt wall for free to defend my city. Also, can I pause for a second and say something? I do not believe in sequels that are missing features from the prior game that will then be added in DLC again. No, you do not get to release something as DLC twice. They are going to charge you for the disaster DLC again when it releases. You already bought that DLC and you basically bought the same game. I'm sorry, I think that's scummy. This game should have come with all of the DLC in City Skylines 1, and then it should be building onto that DLC that expands the game further. Not having things like disasters is just... And I get it, right, I know, my game studio would go out of business or something because I'm terrible at business and, you know, they need to do this for money. However, I don't think that a product should ever take a step backwards in functionality when you increase the number next to it. Cities Skylines 2 should have more content than Cities Skylines 1 at its peak. And Cities Skylines 3 should have more than Cities Skylines 2 at its peak. Because also, Cities Skylines 2 is so much more expensive. So much more expensive than Cities Skylines 1 was. I paid like $20 for City Skylines. This is $60, and I'm getting a third of the game, not 3 times the game. Sorry, okay. So I'm going to conclude this here. We've been recording for about an hour, streaming for about an hour and 12 minutes. This is a early view of the game, and sure, things may change. But if I were to give this a review from 0 to 10, I would give City Skylines in its current state a 4. This is coming from someone who loves City Skylines. I am disappointed. It's playable. It is. But why would we play this over City Skylines 1 in its current state? With the mods, you can get far more, and honestly, the performance alone would be enough to justify me saying a 4. But the fact that so much content is missing, it's almost disrespectful to the fans. So that I'm gonna say 4 out of 10, and I am going to review this on Steam as well and give my thoughts. But it's just another example of a game studio thinking that you will eat it up anyways, so why publish something good? Alright, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. We'll be playing more City Skylines 2 and seeing if the experience improves, if anything like really wows me and makes up for everything, but at this point I am not enthused. I came into this very excited, but this is rough. Alright, save and exit. Bye guys.